Hi, I'm Joe Freeman of the Oregonian. This is Mike Richmond of the Oregonian. The Blazers are going to the playoffs. They clinched a spot here Wednesday night at the Moda Center with a 120-115 defeat over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Blazers won the game, felt like about 4 hours, but it was probably around 9:30. But really they won the game a couple hours before when the Thunder decided to rest Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, and Andre Roberson. 4 starters obviously left them drastically shorthanded and devoid of their best and starting talent, so that certainly helped the Blazers, although it was surprisingly close throughout. Thunder cut it to within single digits late and made things kind of interesting, but that wasn't really the story tonight. Tonight was that this long shot team, this team that was predicted to win 26.5 games by Vegas, finally cemented their upstart status and kind of that they are one of the better feel-good stories of the NBA. And more it looks like not only are they going to be a playoff team, but they very well could be a 5th seed. Victory tonight moves them into a tie with Memphis for that 5th seed in the West. Memphis has a very tough schedule, a lot of injuries, so more and more it's looking like the Blazers will face the Clippers in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2 games still to go though. This was game number 8.
Yeah, so the basketball was kind of secondary tonight when the other team brings the JV squad. Looked like the Blazers were kind of sleepwalking through this one. They were up 23 in the 3rd quarter and it became a 5-point game by the end. But like Joe said, the sort of that's only the secondary here. What sort of the big story is, Al-Farouq Aminu had a big game. He had 27 points. Second time in the last 7 games he's approached a career high. He had 28 points the other night here. The Blazers are getting sort of contributions up and down the roster, and as they move towards the playoffs, that's the kind of thing they're going to sort of need if they're going to make noise. And in the locker room after the game, that's kind of what everyone said. They're not done. They want to make noise and they want to be the 5th seed, and they don't want to have this season end after a fun regular season and a miserable playoffs. If they're going to be competitive, they're going to need help from Al-Farouq Aminu. They're going to need help from Mo Harkless. They're going to need help from Mason Plumlee. All those guys were pretty good tonight in a game that was kind of lackluster. So we might get 2 more of those before the season ends, but at least people are sort of finding their sea legs at the end of the season.
And our next game is Saturday night after 2 off days. In fact, the Blazers will have 5 off days over the final 7-8 days of the regular season. It's crazy. All that talk about rest a couple weeks ago, they're going to get plenty of rest now. Timberwolves on Saturday, then they close the regular season April 13th against the Denver Nuggets. We'll talk to you again after Saturday's game.